Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, AmusedJester, and my name is Junior. And today we're going to be reviewing Masters of the Universe from Mattel. This is their 2000X cartoon collection. We're going to review Orko and Merman. Yes, it's kind of weird for me to do this. I'm going to do them both at the same time. As seen on Lessons for Orko, and then this one as seen on Deep End. It comes with Tila and the Wave. I'll do Tila on a secondary review, but it's going to be an overall review of the whole wave. And we'll see what my feelings are once with this line and everything. We'll start with Merman because I feel like I want to give them a good chance and try to end on a high note. And I feel like with Orko, we'll be ending at a high note than with Merman. So let me go and open it up out of packaging for both of them, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So here's Merman out of packaging, and here's Orko out of packaging. So, actually, now that I'm looking at this, it's actually not bad. It looks good. The head looks good. Moves really well. Waist swivel goes up and down. That one, single joint on the knee, joint on the ankle, ankle rocker. This review is coming straight out after the core line or the kids line from Mattel with their DC characters Batman. So that's, remember, I'm doing this in one day, so that is a very fresh review in my mind. So I can't help but make comparisons as he's like literally right there in the background. So, and I did that review less than 20 minutes ago, even though for you guys it's days apart. I can't help but make comparisons between the two. Now, the color is good. It's kind of like colorful but dead because it is supposed to be sea and kind of like seaweedish. So, kind of like, you know, it's not supposed to be bright green. So I'm kind of liking the color styles and everything. I like the movement and all. Interesting, they just casted the whole thing as that color. I like the looks of it. I like the move of it. It's just the one thing that's really, I like it. I like it. Surprisingly. Here's Orko over here. I like him too. I mean, he looks really good. Here's the movement of the arm and the hands, which would be important for him. So we need to be able to cast some magic stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty good. It's kind of odd, obviously. You can't really stop that. The movement of the head is good. It gives you a little bit of, the tilt on the head is really good. Like, that gives you a lot of character for like a blank head of black and two eyes. It's the movement of the head that like, what are you saying? That's not Orko, isn't it? But he makes the mean look Orko, like happy-go-lucky Orko, puzzled Orko. Yeah, that is a good choice that Mattel did. Goes more than T. This is just on a waist swivel. This is on a waist swivel that you can attach as well. And this one moves as well. This is separate from the body. So yeah, and then you can plug in his hands in here. I don't know if one is specific to one. So I suppose maybe just, that works like that, right? They're differently shaped, so I don't know if one is supposed to be working with the other one, but the fingers are pliable enough that you can just put it like that, and you can put the helmet on. So I'm assuming you can probably remove the head, yeah, and then put in this in if you want to. Maybe underneath here. Maybe, is that how it's supposed to go? Plug it in and give him back his head. Oh. I feel like there's enough that the medallion is making enough space in there that's pushing the head to go in a little bit harder. But yeah, I got it back in there now. Yeah. So I'm also happy with this one. So I'm trying, because it's been almost a month since I reviewed the earlier 2000X series, and so I'm trying to recapture why I'm so disillusioned with this line. So I'll say this: for me, the 2000X was not my main He-Man cartoon. Mine was the 1980s one. The 2000X was a good cartoon, but it had darker themes. I feel like it didn't capture the the kiddish feel of the first one. Of course, I was younger then too, so I was coming into 2000X cartoon series with a new set of perspective. So it's darker for me. It doesn't have the same emotional attachment to me. So, and at this point, how I have Masterverse, I have Cartoon Collection. I bypassed the Origins collection because those were too close to the toys. I feel like the Cartoon Collection was a better translation that appealed to me. Of the original cartoons, this is based off 2000X, so that has less. That's part of the reasons why I'm not as enthusiastic at this one. Plus, getting a second version of the characters that I have, uh, you know what? It's like the cartoon collection really captured it for me. So, what is this capturing for me? Nothing really. It's doing a good job doing, at least for these two. It's doing a good job capturing the cartoon 2000X feeling, um, for a good price, because of course the other one is by Mondo, which is going for like $100 each. That's not sustainable, man. For a 6-inch figure, I don't care how good it is. If you're expecting $100 for everything, it's unsustainable for the variety of characters in the massive Motu world. You just can't. I mean, even with Mayfax and Mezco, that's kind of unsustainable that you're fighting with. So anyway, going back to this one, I'm gonna give this guy a value rating of 12. Uh, I I don't know if I want to talk about how I feel about the line. Let's just put it this way: before I remember feeling like, no, I'm not gonna continue this line at all. In fact, I haven't ordered anything since these lines. But with this one, it's like, maybe not so bad. But then I haven't. It. I remember thinking that when I was measuring this up with a cartoon collection, it was slightly taller or smaller. It just didn't fit in the line. I don't know, to be honest. But then here's the thing that kicks me. It's like, this is from the same company. This is $12.95. These are $21.95 now. This has more articulation, more accessories. And this is a licensed IP. This is their product. This is Masters of the Universe, Mattel's product. And yet these are more expensive because these are aimed for collectors and these are aimed for toys and kids. And I feel like Mattel, and I'm not afraid to say this because I know nobody's really watching my reviews a lot. I feel like Mattel is shooting themselves in the foot by, especially when they did this with the core line Masters of the Universe movie, where they had the core line and the Origins line. The core line being $9.95 and the Origins was $19.95, and they're the exact same figure, almost in a way, and they're shooting themselves in the foot. Like with these two, it's like, what I mean by that is like, why is this $12.95 and this is $19.95 when this has more articulation? This is in a different. You're paying for the IP used in this one. You know what I mean? Everything's against. This one should be higher than this one. You know what the difference is between these two? Besides the fact that this has more articulation, more accessories, more detail. You know what the difference is between the two? Kids, collectors. That's it. This is aimed for kids, and that's aimed for collectors. And I feel like these companies are upcharging us because one is aimed for kids, one is aimed for collectors. And they know we're willing to pay for the money to get these things. And that is one of the other factors why I'm like, I'm done playing that game. I have more than enough in my collection to satisfy my need for that. So, yeah. I will give this a value of 12 by their own because they are actually pretty good for $21. But that's kind of hitting it pretty high, though. The realization that this is only $21 because it's a collector series, that's enough to really bring it down, honestly. So, will I continue the line? You'll have to stay tuned and find out until my Tila review, because I feel like I made a mistake in choosing which figures to review, because I was reviewing these two because I felt like I was going to be disappointed by Merman, which I am not. And I was going to use Orko, which I feel like I was going to like, which I do, to increase my perception of the two reviews. But to be honest, I like Merman and I like Orko. I just don't like how the company's behaving, and to be honest, it's 2000X. I'm happy with the cartoon collection of the original 80s. Are we missing something from that that I kind of wish they'd gotten to before they stopped? I don't remember. But anyway, that's it for my collection. I'll give them both a value of 12. I'm happy with it. I'm more surprised than anything that I actually like Merman, so I'm giving them 12. I don't think they deserve a 10, meaning that I got what I wanted. I feel like, they're pretty good. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next review. Bye.